number 4, that is quadratic equations. Now, like in the previous chapter, we have studied about the different type of polynomials. So one type of the quadratic polynomial is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, when this polynomial is equals to 0, this is known as quadratic equation. This is known as quadratic equation. Now, why it is an equation? As you all know, it consists of a left hand side and right hand side. So if we also write this like ax square plus bx, this is equals to 0, this is also in quadratic equation. Or we write ax square plus c equals to 0, this is also a quadratic equation. Or we write ax square is equals to 0, this is also a quadratic equation. So in this condition, we have to remember that a is not equals to 0, because if a equals to 0, in that case the term consisting of ax square will be eliminated. Then we have only bx plus c. So bx plus c is not a quadratic equation, it's a linear equation. So quadratic means when we have a degree 2, when we have a degree 2. So this is called the standard form. So after this, what we have looking at this example number 2, check whether the following are quadratic equation or not. Whether the following are quadratic equation or not. Looking at the first part, so it is given x minus 2 whole square plus 1 equals to 2x minus 3. This is 2x minus 3. Now, so we'll try to convert this in this form, that is a standard form, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So let's solve this. So we have a minus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square minus 4ab plus 1 equals to 2x minus 3. Now what we are going to do, we'll do the grouping. Grouping means keeping the like terms together. So we have only one term x consisting of x square, so we are writing it. Then we have the term with x is minus 4x. Now this 2x will come to the left side, this will come minus 2x. As we all know, when we transpose the terms from the right side to left side or from left side to right side, we have to change the sign. So likewise, then we'll write here minus plus 4 plus 1 plus 3 is equals to 0. So we have here now x square. So minus 4x minus 2x is minus 6x, and this is 5 plus 3 is 8 is equals to 0. So now this is our term. So this is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So it means it is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. Point 1, the first question is check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. So looking at the third part, we'll solve the third part because the first part is same as we had done the one example. So in the third part, they have given us x minus 2 into x plus 1 is equals to x minus 1 into x plus 3. So this is the question. Now we have to check whether it's a quadratic equation or not. So first is we multiply this x plus 1 by x, then x plus 1 by minus 2, then x plus 3 by x, and x plus 3 by minus 1. So we have here now x into x is x square plus x minus 2x minus 2 is equals to x square plus 3x minus x minus 3. So x and minus 2x will become minus x minus 2. Then we have here x square 3x minus x will be 2x minus 3. Now we'll do the grouping. So we'll write here x square minus x square minus x minus 2x minus 2 plus 3 is equals to 0. So we can see easily here that x square and minus square both are the same term with a different sign, so we'll cancel out them. Now the remaining terms are minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. So this is not the quadratic equation. The result is very simple because it is not satisfying here. Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. As here this term is missing, it means it is not a quadratic equation. Okay, we'll take one more example. Suppose if you take the 7th example. So in the 7th example they are saying it is given x plus 2 whole cube equals to 2x into x square minus 1. Now we know that a plus b whole cube is equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b is equals to 2x. This is x square minus 1. So now we have here x cube plus 8 plus this is now 3 into 2, 6x, that is 6x square plus this will become 6 into 2, 12, 12x is equals to 2x cube minus 2x, 2x cube minus 2x. Now we'll do the grouping here. We'll write here x cube here, then we are writing 6x square. Okay, so what we can do here, before this we'll write here x cube, then minus 2x cube, then plus 6x square plus 12x minus 2x plus 8 is equals to 0, is equals to 0. So now x cube minus 2x square will be minus x cube, so 6x square will remain only 6x square, then plus 12x minus 2x will be 10x, and plus 8 is equals to 0. Now we can see here in this given equation we have a term with the degree 3. So degree 3 is not a quadratic, it's a cubic polynomial. So since it does not satisfy the condition, that is x square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, so this is not a quadratic equation. It's not a quadratic equation. Now in the next question, question number 2, if you see, represent the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. Now as you all know, according to the revised syllabus of the CBSE for the year 2020 and 21, we don't have the language problem, the word problems related with the quadratic equation. So but still, once you try all these things, at least you should have an idea, because these questions you may face in your competitions and other exams. Okay, so yes, from the point of view of the examination for the board exams, it's not in the syllabus. Okay, but still doing the questions once is not a, and we don't have any problem in that. Okay, now represent the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. Now the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot in meters is more than twice its breadth. So we need to find the length and the breadth of the plot. So suppose let us consider that we have a plot A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So let us assume that this is a breadth with the x meter, then length is 2x plus 1 meter. Okay, so we are taking, let breadth is equals to x meter, then we have L is equals to, that is length is equals to 2x plus 1 meter. Now what is given here? It is given that yes, so L is equals to 2x plus 1 meter. Now according to the question they are saying area, and now area is equals to area of triangle, area of rectangle is here, is equals to 528 meter square, and we also know that area is equals to L into B, so is equals to 528 meter square. Now value of L is 2x plus 1, value of B is x, is equals to 528. So we have here 2x square plus x is equals to 528, or we 2x square plus x is equals to 528, or we can write 2x square plus x minus 528 is equals to 0. So this we have represented this in the quadratic equation form. So we have to only represent, so we have represented this. So like this you can try the other questions. If in case you have any problem, you can ask. Okay, so thank you very much. Ours is solution of a quadratic equation by the factorization. So how to solve these questions? So in general, a real number alpha is called a root of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 if a is not equals to 0, because if a is equals to 0 then this will not be a quadratic equation. So if a, that is alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equals to 0, we say that x is equals to alpha is a solution of the quadratic equation, or that alpha satisfies the quadratic equation. So note that the zeros of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c and the roots of the quadratic equations ax square plus bx plus c are the same. So in case of polynomial we call them the zeros, means the values of x such that on placing the value of x in the given polynomial the result is equals to 0, the remainder is equals to 0. Whereas in case of quadratic equation, when you put the value of x such that On putting the value, LHS becomes RHS, that is 0 is equals to 0 in that case. So in case of the quadratic equation, so the values are known as the roots. So how to find this? This is by factorization. So suppose the question is 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equals to 0. So the method is same as we used to find the zeros, okay. So but here we call them roots, the values of x which satisfy the given equation. So we use the factorization method. So in that we need to split the middle term, such a way that their sum, the sum is equals to the product of the coefficient of x square and the constant. So looking here, we are multiplying 2 by 3, which is equals to 6. Now, so we need the sum of these two numbers is equals to minus 5. So it means if we write minus 2 minus 3, so the sum is minus 5 and the product is 6. It means this minus 5x can be written as 2x square. Now we can write it as minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 is equals to 0. So this is splitting the middle term, means we have splitted the middle term. We have splitted this minus 5 into minus 2 and minus 3. So minus 5x will become minus 2x and minus 3x. Now what is the next step? Next step is we have to take the common from the first and the second term. So common is here 2x. Now remaining term is here x and here only 1. Then we are taking from here, we are taking minus 3 as common. So we have x minus 1. Now we have to keep in mind that the terms in the bracket should be same. If they are not same, it means something is wrong somewhere, okay. And take care of the sign also, they should have the same sign also, okay. Now so in both we have x minus 1 as common. So now the remaining term here is 2x from here and minus 3 from here along with the sign is equals to 0. So either we have x minus 1 is equals to 0 or we have 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. So from here the value of x is 1 and from here the value of x is 3 upon 2. It means roots are 1 and 3 upon 2, 1 and 3 upon 2. So these are the roots. So in case of quadratic equation, we have to keep in mind that we are finding the roots, not the zeros, because zeros is the term used in the polynomial. One more example, suppose if we have with us 3x square minus 2 root 6x plus 2 is equals to 0. So how to find the factors? So again we'll use the same. We multiply this a, that is the coefficient of x square, and the constant, that is c, that is 3 into 2 is equals to 6. Now we have to find two factors such that their sum is equals to minus 2 root 6. So if we take minus root 6 and minus root 6, so sum is minus 2 root 6. If we multiply minus root 6 by minus root 6, then their product is 6. So it means this middle term can be written as here minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 is equals to 0. So now we can write this 3 because it's not possible for us to take common like this, okay. So what we are going to do, we'll write this root 3 into root 3x square, then minus root 6x minus root 6x, okay. Then this 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2 is equals to 0, okay. Now if we see again we can't take common like this, so what we can do, we can further write root 3 into root 3x square minus this can be written as root 3 into root 2x. Same here, root 3 into root 2x plus root 2 into root 2, okay. After this, yes, equals to 0. Now so common is here root 3x. Now remaining term is here root 3x. What is remaining here? Remaining term is minus root 2. Then we are taking here minus root 2 common. So the remaining term is root 3x minus root 2. Root 3x minus, we have already written sign of minus, so once only we'll write is equals to 0. Now we can see in both we have the this term is common in both, so we'll take root 3x minus root 2 multiply by, now what is remaining term here, root 3x. So right here root 3x minus root 2 is equals to 0. So either we have, yes, root 3x minus root 2 is equals to 0, or we have root 3x minus root 2 is equals to 0. So on solving this, we'll get here x is equals to root 2 upon root 3. This can be written as whole root 2 upon 3. Same here, or x is equals to root 2 upon root 3, that is whole root 2 upon 3. So here the roots of the given quadratic equation are, yes, whole root 2 by 3 and whole root 2 by 3. So like this we use the method of factorization to find the roots in case of quadratic equation. So now what you can do, you just try this exercise 4.2. okay, so once you please try all the questions, and though the questions 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, they are not in the new syllabus now, but at least once you can try. So this exercise 4.2, this question number 1 you can try, and most of the things, if you have any problem, you are most welcome to ask. Okay, thank you very much.